Our next story is from Nigeria, where a lion was spotted running through the streets and an ostrich was seen strolling casually. We're not making this up. A dam has collapsed in northeastern Nigeria. It has unleashed severe flooding in the region, the worst flooding in 3 decades. Many people have been forced to flee their homes. A zoo has been inundated, so wild animals have escaped from the facility and they're roaming on the streets. Here is a report.
This is Nigeria, a country in West Africa where it is raining wild animals, from lions and crocodiles to ostriches. Unusually heavy rains have been battering northeastern Nigeria for weeks now. On Tuesday, the Alu Dam in the state of Borno overflowed and finally it collapsed, causing severe flooding in the region. This is the state's worst flooding in 30 years. 3 decades ago as well, the rains brought down the same dam.
The floodwaters came and we tried to push them back, but they overpowered us. We then left our homes and we made our way to this camp. But now, our problem is we don't have anything, not even food.
The water flooded our house. My room is completely flooded, and the only thing I'm left with is the clothes I'm currently wearing. My daughter has been hospitalized.
While residents are rushing to hospitals seeking treatment and refuge, the very same hospitals are majorly affected. So are schools, which have been shut for the next 2 weeks. Thousands of residents are fleeing from their homes. Local authorities have issued an alert. President Bola Tinubu has called for an immediate evacuation of residents. Vice President Kashim Shettima was seen braving the floodwaters. But amid this deluge, the government has another crisis on their hands: wild animals. The floods hit a major zoo in the region, the Borno State Museum Park. Many facilities are underwater, walls have collapsed, and 80% of the animals have been killed. Most of them, including lions and hyenas, were still in their cages when the flood hit. They were completely submerged. But the remaining animals managed to escape. This includes ostriches, at least 1 lion, crocodiles, snakes, and hippos. Videos of these creatures on the streets are going viral in Nigeria. So far, the zoo manager has only stated the obvious. He says, some deadly animals have been washed away into our communities. No deaths or animal attacks have been reported, but residents have been advised to be careful. This is only the latest disaster in a series of floods that have hit Nigeria recently. Since the beginning of August, 170 people have died in floods across the country and more than 200,000 have been displaced. Nigeria is prone to floods, but this year the flooding has been reported in areas where it was previously rare. Mostly, this is thanks to climate change. Flooding during the monsoons has now become the norm in Nigeria, and the government has few solutions, leaving both people and animals to fend for themselves.